The summer is hot, all right. And today on Jamaica Magazine, we're exploring some of the hottest topics now happening nationally. Welcome, I'm Theodore Henry. On the health radar, the Portfolio Ministry is pulling out all the stops to prevent a local spread of the Chikungunya virus. In today's magazine, learn about the other ways the Health Ministry is working to ensure quality, accessible healthcare services for all Jamaicans. Plus, it's festival season and Jamaica Magazine is sharing in all the festivities. We hear from our recent festival queen winners and the public's view on their importance to our culture. All this coming up right after the news.
Householders, business people, school administrators, protect yourself and your children from the Chikungunya virus. Be on the alert. Help control the mosquito population. Chikungunya is a virus transmitted by the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which breeds in and around your home, workplace, and school. Destroy breeding sites. Empty old tires and all other containers where water can settle. Bore holes in old cans. Cover water drums and garbage cans. Wash flower pots and vases and clean pet dishes regularly. Protect yourself from mosquito bites. Cover your body as much as possible and use mosquito repellent containing DEET. And if you're experiencing symptoms of chikungunya, sudden high fever, headache, rash, nausea, pain, stiffness, or severe joint pains, see your doctor or go to the nearest health center.
Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith, and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, July 22. 3 new fire trucks have been commissioned into service to improve the capacity and response time of the Jamaica Fire Brigade. Valued at $133 million, the fire trucks were handed over Monday by the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development during a brief function at Jamaica House. The first of their kind in Jamaica, the units are designed for the local terrain and are capable of pumping water while being driven.
It's higher than the normal vehicle, and therefore will be able to go places where the regular ones can't. And it's not too big. It's 3,000 gallon capacity of water, and therefore it will have some amount of water to respond immediately to fires.
The units will be dispatched to fire stations in St. Andrews, St. Catherine and Clarendon. Portfolio Minister Noel Arscott used the handing over ceremony to reiterate government's commitment to upgrading the island's fire service.
We have released some funds to do some emergency repairs to the other trucks, so that, with the gradual implementation of a program, new trucks as well as rehabilitation, we expect in a short time to get the fire brigade up to the required standard of the units that they would need.
Minister of Youth and Culture Lisa Hanna has appointed a committee to review the operations of children's homes. The minister's decision follows an unauthorized sexual education program taught in 6 privately operated residential care facilities. The review committee, led by Chair of the Child Development Agency's Advisory Board, Maxine Henry Wilson, is expected to provide a report to Minister Hanna in 3 weeks. The Youth Ministry says the committee will examine the terms and conditions of the operational activities of the 6 homes involved, as well as the reports, documentation and opinions submitted. The report compiled by the review committee will not only inform the ministry's treatment of the apparent breaches at the 6 homes, but will also provide input for the review of the licensing regime for privately operated children's homes and places of safety. And still on childcare matters, the Office of the Children's Registry, the OCR, is warning parents that they may be prosecuted for not providing adequate adult supervision for their children. The warning follows the death of 3 children in a house fire in Negril, Westmoreland last Friday. It's reported that the children, who were 14, 10 and 7, were left alone at home by their mother, who had gone to the gym. In a statement, OCR Registrar Greg Smith bemoaned the loss of the young lives due to what he described as the reckless practice of leaving children to take care of children. Mr. Smith also reminded parents that persons under the age of 18 are considered children by law and that neglect was a form of child abuse punishable by law. In an effort to increase visitor arrivals during the off-peak period of May to August, the Ministry of Tourism and Entertainment has launched Jam Rock Summer 90 Days, 90 Ways. Portfolio Minister Dr. Maternal says the concept is to use entertainment to attract visitors to the island between May 15 and August 15 each year, the period between the winter and fall seasons when there's a dip in arrivals.
Although people know that Jamaica is a place that you can escape to in the winter to get away from the cold, it is now a place that you can go to in the summer to enjoy yourself.
Jam Rock Summer 90 Days, 90 Ways is endorsed by the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association. Jam Rock Summer involves music, parties, sporting, culinary, literary arts and other events to entice everyone to experience Jamaica in a different way. Meanwhile, tourists and locals alike can now enjoy personal watercraft such as jet skis now that the ban on their use has been lifted. The Tourism Ministry advises, however, that the ban on the importation of personal watercraft remains in effect until further notice. In February, a general ban was imposed on the use of personal watercraft in the wake of 3 incidents involving the vessels between August 2013 and January 2014. The ban allowed government to regularize commercial operations and allowed the Maritime Authority of Jamaica, MAJ, to register all personal watercraft. To date, the MAJ has registered 90 private and 29 commercial vessels. And finally, former Governor General Sir Howard Cook is to be accorded a state funeral. The funeral will be held on August 8 at the Holy Trinity Cathedral in Kingston starting at 10 a.m. Interment will follow at the National Heroes Park. Details of the period of state mourning, signing and locations of condolence books, and the period of lying in state will be announced shortly. Sir Howard, Jamaica's 4th Governor General, passed away on July 11 at the age of 98. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.
The National Water Commission (NWC) is now on a drive to rapidly fix leaks affecting the water distribution systems across the island. 2 leak hotlines have been established. Report leaks by calling 733-5655 and 733-5656. You may also send a text to 838-LEAK. That is 838-5325. Remember that a little effort will make a big difference. Be a leak detective. Conserve on water today.
The Ministry of Health has been working assiduously to ensure that all Jamaicans are provided with quality health care and are able to access those services right across the island.
A healthy and productive population will enable Jamaica to meet its development goals, and the Ministry of Health is working to advance this mission during the 2014-2015 fiscal year.
Our objective is to develop a patient-centered healthcare system that can serve the needs of all the local population and also as well as a global clientele.
A patient-centered healthcare system cannot develop without the proper infrastructure, so an implementation strategy for primary healthcare renewal is being developed to strengthen the health systems. $268 million has been identified to fund the second phase of works on the 4 centers of excellence. Financing options are being examined for a feasibility study on the construction of a child and adolescent hospital in Western Jamaica. And a plan is being crafted to develop the corridor from Negril to St. Anne for health tourism and to provide trauma care services for foreign nationals. To improve patient care in public facilities, the ministry is creating a comprehensive national health information system. As part of that, work on an e-health strategy has started. Meanwhile, a pilot electronic patient administrative system (EPAS) is being rolled out in the 4 centers of excellence and at 4 regional hospitals. And distribution of the new GOJ Health Card, which was launched in January 2014, will expand to allow for linkages with the EPAS.
For the first time, we'll be able to track patients through the health system, no matter which facility they visit. We'll be able to improve operational efficiency, the collections of fees from persons with private health insurance, and reduce wastage, especially in the way we dispense medication.
Full introduction and use of the GOJ Health Card in all public health facilities is expected by the end of the financial year in March 2015. Pharmaceutical and dental care are also getting the government's attention this fiscal year. Takeover of public health pharmacies by the National Health Fund, the NHF is moving ahead, bringing major improvements to service delivery, while several pharmacies are being renovated.
The transfer of human resources in process, Mr. Speaker. We are revolutionizing pharmacy service in Jamaica to be technology-driven, customer-focused, efficiently managed. And that this country, Mr. Speaker, this is a service that the country has yearned for.
Meanwhile, regulations are being developed to ensure only licensed practitioners can own and operate dental surgeries and laboratories. And the administration wants to make continuing education mandatory for all categories of dental professionals. The Health Ministry is implementing a program for the reduction of maternal and child mortality with $2.6 billion in funding from the European Union. The 4-year program will establish and equip maternal and newborn high dependency units.
The aim is to reduce maternal and child deaths in keeping with Jamaica's commitment under the Millennium Development Goals.
Guided by the National Plan for the Prevention and Control of Non-Communicable Diseases in Jamaica, the ministry is employing strategies to reduce the major risk factors for NCDs.
Jamaicans need to understand that NCDs are largely preventable. They are, for the most part, driven by widespread exposure to 4 common behavioral risks: tobacco use, unhealthy diet, physical inactivity, and the harmful use of alcohol.
So, the ministry will be scaling up its community health aid program in collaboration with the NHF to get greater response at the community level. There's also a partnership with the Education Ministry to reintroduce compulsory physical education in schools. To promote proper nutrition habits, the ministry is partnering with the food industry to put proper labeling standards in place and provide better information on portion size.
Cabinet has already approved the infant and young child feeding policy, and the food-based dietary guidelines for Jamaica has been developed and is being pre-tested, Mr. Speaker. The National Food and Nutrition Security Policy, done in conjunction with the Ministry of Agriculture, has been fully debated in this Honourable House.
Meanwhile, various stakeholders are being consulted on a national alcohol policy, and a national coordinating mechanism is to be established to create a comprehensive Tobacco Control Act. In this fiscal year, the Health Ministry is also looking to improve Jamaica's response to cancer and HIV/AIDS. Dialogue is being advanced with the International Atomic Energy Agency for the reintroduction of the nuclear medicine technology to diagnose and treat cancers. Tracing and monitoring of cancers will be done using the established National Cancer Registry, and systems of cancer care, emergency pre-hospital care, trauma and emergency medicine, and chronic disease management will be developed through a partnership with the Sunnybrook Health Science Centre out of Canada.
The Ministry of Health is procuring 2 linear accelerator machines. The introduction of the linear machine should reduce the cost for a full course of radiation treatment from $1.8 million to $0 for the poorest and most vulnerable Jamaicans.
Meanwhile, to ensure greater care for persons living with HIV/AIDS, the National Family Planning Board is being integrated with the National HIV/STI program. the Ministry of Health on a mission to provide quality, accessible healthcare for all.
It keeps our bodies working, our food nutritious, our living and working spaces clean, and our lives comfortable. Water, the most precious resource necessary for the sustenance of life on our planet. Don't waste it. Let's conserve on this critical commodity. In the house, invest in storage containers and buckets. Take quick showers instead of long baths, and invest in water-efficient shower heads, toilets, and faucets. You may also want to consider one-pot meals and cooking methods that don't require much water. You could also wash fruits and vegetables in a bowl and reuse the water on your plants or grass. When cleaning dishes, fill both sinks and use one for washing and the other for rinsing. The leftover water can be used to wash off the concrete or asphalt in your yard. If you must wash your car at home, aim for once a fortnight and use a bucket to do the washing instead of running the hose. Don't delay. Start your water conservation practices today.
This is Jamaica, my Jamaica. Yep, that's the theme for Festival 2014, another hot topic this summer. Over the weekend, we saw our beautiful festival queens in action. Congrats again to Angel Bryan, Miss Kingston and St. Andrew, the 2014 Queen. Let's hear from this year's top 3 queens about how the competition has shaped them.
It has taught me so much about culture, Jamaican culture, about how I can impact young people, as well as manage my time. This competition teaches you that you have to balance everything. And as a rounded young woman, nothing should be left behind. So it taught me to manage my time, to love my culture, and to see how I could impact and develop Jamaica.
It has shaped me as an individual. It helps me to be more bold. It helps me to be more aware. It helps me to be more appreciative of our culture and more encouraging to other young people that they should be whatever they want to be because the possibilities are within their reach.
I'm definitely so much more poised, as well as I now see so many areas that I can contribute to in Jamaica, and you feel like this is your responsibility. This competition teaches you that you are responsible for making Jamaica a better home.
Well, Festival Queens are truly important for a number of reasons. One, it really allows the women who enter to solidify and understand the culture of the country. It exposes their talent. So even if they were obscure in terms of no one knowing what their talent was, this allows them to bring it onto the stage and they get other opportunities from it. Two, they become ambassadors for the country, for the cultural aspects of our country. And using one of those things that we're doing for investments now and for building the economy, culture is one of those things. So if we can have more people promoting that, then that is an amazing opportunity for them.
As Minister Hannah noted, Festival Queens play an important role in promoting brand Jamaica. We hear more from the public in today's Outer Road.
It's rather very important because, as you know, Festival Queens, they are cultural ambassador for Jamaica. They showcase our cultures right across the world, and each parish has its own unique history. And to have a Festival Queen from the 13 parishes, with Kingston and St. Andrew being one, and it gives us as outsider from each different parishes, it helps us to know our country better.
I think they're very important to our culture because they are like ambassadors and they promote our culture. You know, they make us more aware of what's really going on in Jamaica.
I think it's a very important thing for Jamaica because there's a lot of young people with a lot of good intentions, good ideas, and I think it's good. I think it's good.
I think that's very important. I think they are a vehicle through which persons from communities who think that they can't be like a Miss Jamaica Queen, they are now given that opportunity where they can excel. They create an avenue for communities in various ways. They help to showcase the culture. They help to remind us of where we're coming from.
It's very important because you showcase beautiful women from different parishes, showing their talents, the advertising different aspects of each parish. It shows how educated Jamaicans are also.
They are cultural ambassadors of one of the most sought after and powerful brand Jamaica. And so they have the opportunity not only to impact their community or their parish, but nationally as well too, and to represent Jamaica on the international scene.
Commuters, travel the route to excellence. Get your new JUTC Smarter card today. It's not only safer, it'll also have you boarding faster and get you on your way quicker. Cards are available at JUTC sales offices, the JUTC lay-by in St. Catherine, the JUTC Halfway Tree Transport Center, and the East Parade office in Kingston. Print and collect your own ticket. Find the value in the JUTC Smarter card. It's the smart way to go.
Life is all about making decisions, choosing from a number of options to do a particular thing, which may result in a specific outcome.
It can be difficult, but there are 4 things you can do to help make that decision.
Stop. Check out what's happening and remind yourself to think before acting.
Think. Make sure you're aware of the choices, all the advantages and disadvantages. Then think about the consequences.
Act. Choose the best option and do something about it.
Review.
Finally, review what you have done and determine if it was good or bad. That way, you'll be in a better position to make the next decision, whether big or simple.
Mark these days on your calendar, July 26 and 27, because you're in for a music and art-filled weekend thanks to the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, the JCDC. On Saturday, July 26, grab a seat at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center in Kingston for the Jamaica Festival Song Competition Finals. Come see who will join the likes of Toots Hibbert, Desmond Decker, Roy Rayon and Eric Donaldson as winner of the Jamaica Festival Song Competition. And be sure to clear your calendar for Sunday, July 27 as it will be fully booked. In the morning, the National Independence Thanksgiving service will be held at the Church of the Open Bible in Kingston. By mid-afternoon, the National Gallery of Jamaica on the Kingston waterfront should be your destination of choice as the gallery celebrates 40 years with a special showing. And at 7 o'clock, it's back to the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center for the Jamaica Gospel Song Competition National Finals. I'll be there to enjoy every minute of Jamaica Festival 2014. Will you?
We need some weeping men, we need some wailing women, we need some Daniel and the Lions, and we're not afraid that them we need the anointing again. We need some weeping men, we need some wailing women, we need some Daniel and the Lions, then we're not afraid that them we need the anointing again. We need some Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego. If you don't know the story, I can't let you know. The evil boys were cast in the fire for their faith, but the Almighty Father never late. Nebuchadnezzar, the kings of women standing in the fire when him know him cast three. Him asking himself, how can this be? No scars, no burden, Lord is worthy. Weeping men, we need some Wailing women, we need some. Daniel and the lions, them when no afraid of them, we need the 19 again, we need some. Weeping men, we need some. Wailing women, we need some. Daniel and the lions, them when no.
Sometimes you have to speak a word over yourself. Pressure's all around, but God's presence helps. No matter how you feel, His love for you is oh so real. Speak His word over your family and friends. When the feels like you when you can't find a stand, the enemy creates the walls, but giants they do fall. Giants they do fall. Worship You. You took me from the dust and brushed me off. Made me strong, and so I worship You. All my time for You have come through for my everything, and so I will forever sing.
Lift your head to the sky. God will be with you until you die. Stand alone if you must. Let it be known that in God you trust. He will always make a way through the fire, through the rain. Yeah. Your eyes upon the prize, the name of Jesus Christ. Come on, remember heaven is a place we will be free. You and me. No more sorrow, no more pain and misery. So in every situation, just remember our destination. On that day when all is over, we'll go home. Remember heaven, yeah, we will be free. You and me, yeah. No more sorrow, no more pain, no more misery. Yeah, in every situation, just remember our destination. On that day when all is over, we'll go home. We'll go home. Remember heaven.
Nothing splendid was ever created in cold blood. Heat is required to forge anything. Every great accomplishment is a story of a flaming heart. So says Arnold H. Glasso, the American humorist. So why not put this summer heat to good use and let it push you into becoming more proactive? That's how we close the pages of Jamaica Magazine for today. Want to contact us? Then send an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm and visit our social media pages on Facebook and Twitter for timely updates. Plus, click on our website at jis.gov.jm to get vital information on all things Jamaica. On behalf of the entire production team at the JIS, I'm Theodore Henry. Enjoy your summer.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.